tutorial where I will be making a crochet doll from beginning to end. For this tutorial, I will be doing a 12-inch ballerina design. If you are interested in the written pattern for this design, you can find it in the My Pretty Brown Doll Etsy shop. As you can see here, I will be using I Love This Cotton, which is a 100% cotton 4-weight yarn. And then I will also be using a 3.5 millimeter crochet hook. I normally use a 3.75, but for this design we will be using a 3.5. I also have 12 millimeter safety eyes. We have scissors, our stitch marker, we have scissors, and then also we'll be using Fairfield World Polyfill Dark. And so go ahead and gather up all of your supplies, and then we will be ready to get started. We are going to start with the head of the doll design, and then we'll go into the arms and then the legs and the body. So starting with the head, we are going to start with a magic ring, and then we are going to do 6 single crochet into that magic ring. Once you have your 6 stitches in there, you can go ahead and close it. And now we're going to do 2 single crochet into each stitch. You want to make sure to put your stitch marker into the last stitch, and then we are going to do 1 single crochet in the next stitch and 2 single crochet into the next. So we'll be increasing on every other stitch. So you do 1 single crochet and then 2 single crochet into the next stitch, 1 single crochet, and then 2 single crochet into the next stitch. And you're going to do this all the way around. Again, you want to make sure that you're putting your stitch marker into that last stitch, and then you are going to go into your next round. And for this round, we are going to single crochet into 1 single crochet into the next 2 stitches, and then 2 single crochet into the 3rd stitch. So you'll do 1 single crochet in 2 stitches and then 2 single crochet in the next. And again, you are going to do this all the way around to the stitch marker. When you get to the stitch marker, you should be doing 2 single crochet into that stitch where your stitch marker is located. next round, you are going to do 1 single crochet into the next 3 stitches, and then a single crochet increase, which is 2 stitches into the next stitch. So you do 1 single crochet into the next 3 stitches, 2 single crochet into the next, again all the way around to the stitch marker, and then you'll be ready to go to the next round. Okay, in this next round we are going to do 1 single crochet in the next 4 stitches and then single crochet increase. So you're going to do 1 single crochet in the 4 stitches, 2 single crochet in the next stitch. Again, you want to repeat that all the way around, so it should be 1 single crochet in 4 stitches, 2 single crochet in the next stitch, all the way around to the stitch marker. When you get into the stitch marker, you should be doing 2 single crochet into that stitch. Okay, so for this round, we are going to do 1 single crochet in the next 5 stitches and then single crochet increase, which is also 2 single crochet in the next stitch. So you'll do 1 single crochet in 5 stitches and then 2 single crochet in the next stitch. This is our last increase round, so when you get to the end of this round, again, you should be doing 2 single crochet into that stitch that has the stitch marker, and you should have a total of 42 stitches. This should be round 7 in your head, and like I said, it should be a total of 42 stitches at the end of this round. For the next round, we are going to do 1 single crochet in each stitch around. This is what your head should look like right now, and like I said, we'll get ready to do 1 single crochet in each stitch around. I'm just counting, making sure that my rounds are correct. Like I said, this should be at the end of that last round. It should have been round 7, so you are starting round 8, and for round 8 we are going to do 1 single crochet into each stitch around. You are going to want to continue to do the 1 single crochet in each stitch around for another 8 rounds, so all the way up to through round 16. So at the end of every round, you do want to make sure that you are putting your stitch marker back into that last stitch, and then you're just going to continue to do 1 single crochet in each stitch up into the stitch marker, and then put the stitch marker back into that last stitch, and then do 1 single crochet in each stitch around. And you're going to do that all the way through to round 16. Okay, so here we are now finishing up round 16. Like I said, because you wanted to do 1 single crochet in each stitch around through round 16. So we are finishing up round 16, and then we are going to get ready to start our decrease rounds. And so on the next round, we will begin to decrease. Okay, so for our decrease round, for the first round, this is going to be round 17. And like I said, we will begin to do our decrease round. We are going to do 1 single crochet into the next 5 stitches, and then we will do our single crochet decrease. I do the invisible decrease. You can either do the invisible decrease, which you see here, or if you are comfortable doing a regular single crochet decrease, you can do a regular single crochet decrease. For my dolls, I do prefer the invisible decrease, and again, you can see what the invisible decrease looks like here, but we are going to do that all the way around back to the stitch marker. Again, it's 1 single crochet into the next 5 stitches, and then single crochet decrease. Once you get back to the stitch marker, it should be a decrease stitch, and you're going to just place your stitch marker into that last stitch, and then we'll get ready to do round 18. For this round, we are going to actually start with our decrease and then do 1 single crochet into the next 4 stitches. So we decrease and then 1 single crochet into the next 4 stitches. We're going to do that again all the way around to the stitch marker. After this round, we will begin to stuff and get ready to place our eyes for the design. But again, round 18, we started with a decrease. So we started with the invisible decrease and then we did 1 single crochet into the next 4 stitches. Okay, so we have our head stuffed, and now, like I said, we can go ahead and add our safety eyes. I did decide that I was going to do the white felt behind the eyes. So you will see here, I get my felt circles from Amazon, and then for the mini doll designs, I do have to cut them down. But I will leave a link in the description on where I get the white felt, because I do just get that from Amazon already pre-cut. But for the mini design, I do have to cut it a little bit more for it to work for the mini doll design. But you see here, I just fold it in half, and then I'm going to insert the stem of the eye into the little slit that I made. And then I'm going to cut around this to kind of get it to look the way that I want it to look, because I personally didn't want a whole lot of white felt around the eye. I just wanted a little bit. So that's completely up to you. You don't have to use the white felt if you don't want to, but after I started making the design, I decided that I did want the white felt behind the eyes, but it's not necessary. And like I said, here you just see me cutting it down. Forgive my little raggedy nails, right? Because never will I ever again get acrylic or what is the other stuff they put on your nails. Remind me to never ever do it again, because it just eats my nails up. I just rather have my nails painted and that's it. But they had talked me into getting like the acrylic powder on my nails, and I hated it and had to go get it taken off, and now my nails look like trash. So forgive my trashy nails, pay attention to the doll design. Okay, so once you have the felt cut the way you want it, if you're going to use the felt, then we can go ahead and kind of position the eyes onto the doll's head. Again, the doll head should be stuffed. Some people will say no, that you should do it before you stuff the head, but I personally like to add a little bit of stuffing to give the head a little bit of shape before I put the eyes. Here I'm still talking about these trashy nails because I am so irritated. But let's get back to the doll design. So you see me here counting because I normally place my eyes between rounds 13 and 14, sometimes 14 and 15. It just depends on what my tension is, and then I leave about 4 to 5 stitches in between the eyes. So again, you just see me here looking for a good place to place the first eye, and I kind of twist that in there, and once it's in there I kind of look at it. Do I like that position? And then I'm going to count over, like I said, 4 or 5 stitches, and then I will place the next eye and see how I like it. I do not add the backs to the eyes yet, just in case I do need to move them again, but you're just going to see me here playing around with it. I suggest that you do the same thing, kind of position it to see if you like it, and then once you decide that you like it, still don't put the backs on. We're actually going to go into the next round to be absolutely sure that this is where we want our eyes, because once you put those backs on, that's it. So let's get ready to do the next round, and then we'll come back and put the backs on. Okay, so for this next round, we are going to do 1 single crochet in each stitch around. For this round, this should be round 19, and you should currently have a total of 30 stitches. So this is round 19, and you should have 30 stitches. We are doing 1 single crochet in each stitch around. Okay, so at the end of this round, you are going to take a look at the doll design. Again, just checking to see if I like the eyes, but then we're going to go ahead and do round 20, and then I believe I'll be ready to put the backs on. For round 20, we are going to do 1 single crochet in the next 3 stitches, and then single crochet decrease. So it's 1 single crochet in the next 3 stitches, and then single crochet decrease. Again, we're going to do that all the way around to the stitch marker, and then I'll check the placement of the eyes once again to make sure that I like how they are placed, and if I do, then we should be ready to put the backs on. Okay, so we are at the end of round 20, and like I said, we're gonna just look at the doll design and see how we like those eyes, whether or not they need to be moved or not. Again, this is totally up to you. You can place them however you want them, however you like them. Just make sure that it looks good to you. And once it looks good to you, then I'm going to add a little bit more stuffing, and then you can go ahead and place the backs onto your safety eyes. But I do stuff it a little bit more because the stuffing is what gives your doll head the shape. And so I just want to shape it a little bit more to make sure that I do like the placement of the eyes. This is not the only way that you can do this. This is the way that I do this. If you have a way that you like better, then you should absolutely do it that way. But this is the way that I like to do it. All right, so we have our eyes in place, and now we can get ready to go to the next round. For this next round, we will be doing 1 single crochet into the next 2 stitches and then single crochet decrease. So you're going to do 1 single crochet into the next 2 and then single crochet decrease for this next round. And again, we're going to do that all the way around to the stitch marker, and once we get to the stitch marker, place that stitch marker into the last stitch and get ready to do your next round. Okay, for our next round, we are going to single crochet 1 and then single crochet decrease. So 1 single crochet in the next stitch, single crochet decrease. Again, we want to do that all the way around to the stitch marker. Okay, so we are at the end of round 22. At the end of round 22, you should have 12 stitches. I'm going to go ahead and add some more stuffing because that little hole there is getting smaller, and so we want to stuff it a little bit more, make sure that we are getting the shape that we want for our doll head. So stuff, 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 shape, 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 and then we'll get ready to do our last 2 rounds of the head, which are going to be 1 single crochet in each stitch around. So rounds 23 and rounds 24 should be 1 single crochet in each stitch around, and you will then be able to fasten off at the end of round 24 and you will have a doll head. We made it to the end of round 24 and we have a super cute doll head. We'll come back and add the additional facial features like the nose and the lashes, but next up is going to be our arms and legs. I already have one arm done, and so I'll show you how to make the arms and legs in the next video.